The massive doors of the War Council chamber groaned open, their ancient mechanisms protesting against unauthorized entry. Every head in the vast hall turned toward the sound. A lone human stood in the doorway, blood dripping from their combat armor, casting a small shadow against the towering architecture built for beings 3 times their size. In their right hand, held by its writhing tentacles, was the severed head of Supreme Overlord Craxtheta the Eternal. The impossible had happened. The universe held its breath. For 1,000 years, the Drathian Empire had ruled 17 star systems with an iron grip. Their War Council chamber on the fortress world of Vorthak Prime was a testament to their power, walls of living metal that recorded every victory, floors that hummed with the energy of conquered worlds, and a ceiling that displayed the real-time positions of their armadas across the galaxy. The Council had been in session for 3 days, planning the final assault on Earth. Humanity's resistance had been more troublesome than expected, but with the Supreme Overlord's strategic genius, victory was assured. Or so they had believed until this moment. The human took a step forward, then another. The sound of their boots on the resonating floor echoed like thunder in the silence. Purple Drathian blood, left a trail behind them. War Master Veshtar was the first to find his voice. Impossible, he growled, his 4 arms reaching for weapons that weren't there. No arms were allowed in the council chamber except for the Overlord's guard. The Supreme Overlord's bunker was impenetrable. The shields were designed to keep out armies, the human interrupted, their voice carrying despite its softness. Not one very motivated individual with nothing left to lose. The human walked deeper into the chamber, past frozen generals and admirals who had conquered worlds and exterminated species. None moved to stop them. The sight of their eternal leader's head swaying with each step had paralyzed them with a mixture of shock and primal fear. The human reached the center of the chamber and dropped the head onto the strategy table. It rolled slightly, coming to rest facing the assembled leadership of the empire that had terrorized the galaxy for a millennium. "My name is Captain Sarachin," the human said, removing their helmet to reveal a face marked by exhaustion and determination. "Former captain, actually. My ship was destroyed at the Battle of Titan. My crew is dead. My world is burning. And I'm here to deliver a message. Guards!" War Master Veshtar finally roared. "Seize this and..." Chen laughed, a sound devoid of humor. "Your guards are dealing with some surprises I left in the lower levels. White phosphorus grenades have an interesting effect on Drathian physiology, don't they?" The council members exchanged glances. The human had not only infiltrated their most secure facility but had done so with enough firepower to clear a path. "You dare," High Admiral Thexan began. "I didn't come here to negotiate." Chun cut him off. "I came to deliver a message." She reached into her pack and pulled out a small device, placing it on the table next to the Overlord's head. A hologram sprang to life, Earth, scarred but unbroken, surrounded by the burning wreckage of Drathian ships. 48 hours ago, your invincible 7th Fleet attempted to break through our defenses at Mars. We sent them into the sun. Your 9th Fleet tried to flank through the asteroid belt. They're now part of the asteroid belt." The hologram shifted, showing battle after battle, each one a Drathian defeat. "How?" Chief Strategist Kilavor's voice was barely a whisper. "Our simulations showed." "Your simulations assumed we'd fight like you do," Chen said. "With honor, with rules, with mercy." Her eyes hardened. "You burned New Shanghai. 14 million civilians. After that, we stopped playing by anyone's rules but our own." The hologram changed again, showing human ships crude compared to Drathian vessels but armed with weapons that violated several galactic treaties. Antimatter mines in shipping lanes. Bioweapons that target Drathian DNA. Suicide drones that look like debris until they're inside your shields. Every human ship is now a potential bomb. Every human colony is a fortress. Every human child knows how to make explosives from household chemicals. War Master Veshtar stood, his massive frame towering over Chen. "You think these terrorist tactics will save your species? We have 100 fleets. 1,000 worlds." Had Chen corrected? "The head speaks louder than any body ever could. The message is clear. Your empire is crumbling." She touched the device and new images appeared. Drathian worlds in chaos, governors dead, slave species rising in rebellion. Your Supreme Overlord was the only thing holding your empire together. Craxtheta's death wasn't just an assassination. It was a signal. Every species you've oppressed, every world you've conquered, they're all rising up. Right now. While you sit here in shock. You lie. High Admiral Thexan slammed his fist on the table. Chun smiled, a predator's smile. Check your communication channels. Oh wait, you can't. I introduced a virus into your network when I entered. It's been transmitting your defense codes to every resistance cell in the Empire. The council members frantically activated their personal communicators, only to find static and error messages. You thought we were weak? Chen's voice rose. You thought we were beneath you? You were wrong. She began walking around the table, each council member flinching as she passed. We're the species that evolved on a death world. We split atoms for power and poisoned our own air to win wars. We've been killing each other for millennia, perfecting the art of destruction. And then you came along and gave us a common enemy. Chief Strategist Keelavor found his courage. Even if everything you say is true, you're one human in a room full of Drathian warriors. You won't leave here alive. Chen nodded. Probably not. But that's the difference between us. You fight to live. We fight to win. She pulled something from her belt, a dead man's switch. The moment my heart stops, the antimatter charges I placed in your power core detonate. This entire fortress, your council, your records, your legacy, all gone. You're bluffing, War Master Veshtar growled, but uncertainty colored his voice. Am I? Shin asked. I walked in here carrying your God Emperor's head. Do I strike you as someone who bluffs? Silence stretched between them. Finally, the eldest council member, Archive Keeper Noxtal, spoke. What do you want? Nothing, Chin said. I've already got what I came for. You're broken. Not your fleets, not your weapons, you. The fear in your eyes. The doubt in your hearts. That's what will destroy your empire. She moved back to the center of the chamber, standing beside the severed head. You want to kill me? Go ahead. Martyrs are more powerful than soldiers. You want to let me leave? Then you look weak. Either way, I win. What will you do now? Keelavor asked. Kill us all? No, Chin shook her head. I'll leave you to destroy yourselves. The Overlord's death was only the beginning. She began backing toward the door, the dead man's switch visible in her hand. The galaxy will remember this day, she said as she reached the threshold. But it won't remember the Overlord. It will remember the one who dared to make the impossible happen. It will remember that one human walked into the heart of your power and walked out again. The council remained frozen as Chin disappeared into the corridor. They could hear explosions in the distance, her surprises were still active. But none pursued her. War Master Veshtar was the first to speak. Alert all fleets. Summon every reserve. We crush them now before He was interrupted by alarms. Communication systems flickered back to life, bringing news of simultaneous uprisings on dozens of worlds. The human hadn't lied. As chaos erupted in the chamber, Archive Keeper Noxtal stared at the severed head of their supreme overlord. In 1,000 years of recording history, he had never imagined he would document the Empire's fall. But perhaps that was always the fate of empires that confused fear with respect, that mistook oppression for order. The human's message had been delivered, and the galaxy would never be the same.